Hello friends, hope all of you are doing good. Today I'm here with a new video and it's on Oppo F1 Pro, the phone from Oppo that was released in September 2020. The phone comes with a Super AMOLED display of 6.43 inches of size, 1080 x 2400 pixel resolution and a Gorilla Glass 3 front panel. The hardware of the phone includes a MediaTek Helio P95 chipset along with a PowerVR GM9446 GPU and 8GB of RAM coupled with 128GB of storage. Coming on to the camera part, the phone have quad cameras of 48 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel wide camera, 2 megapixel macro camera and 2 megapixel depth sensor. And coming on to the front section, we have a 16 megapixel main camera in the front of the phone along with a 2 megapixel depth sensor. This phone from Oppo is termed as the sleekest phone of 2020 as it's really small, compact and have a unique design. It also has a battery backup of only around 4015 mAh and boasts an in-display fingerprint scanner and 30-watt fast charging. It comes in 3 color variants: Magic Blue, Matte Black and Metallic White, and along with the new revised Diwali edition that's having a goldish appearance. Now coming on to the reasons why you should not buy this phone, I'll start with the first reason, that is the display on this phone is really small. The phone is at a competitive price range. It's really expensive, it's more expensive than Samsung M31s. So basically they should at least provide a 6.5 inches of display, but instead of that they are giving just a 6.43 inches of a Super AMOLED panel, and that's not enough. The second reason is that the camera on this phone is only a 48 megapixel main shooter and the wide camera is only 8 megapixel, and in this price segment that is really not adequate. It's really small. This is also the same case as the front camera too, because it's just a 16 megapixel front camera. Well, actually this 48 megapixel back camera and 60 megapixel front camera combination is given for phones in a low budget price segment, and I don't understand why Oppo is giving that on a mid budget phone. Now coming on to the battery backup on the phone, it's really poor. The screen on time that I could manage on the phone was only around 4 hours and some minutes, and it's not sufficient. The 4015 mAh battery is really pathetic. However, the only hopeful thing is that the battery do completely charge from 0 to 100% in 55 minutes of time because of the 30-watt fast charging. The fourth reason that I would not suggest anyone to go for this phone is because of the MediaTek Helio chipset that's used in the phone. Almost all the other phones, as I had especially mentioned earlier, of lower budget, they have Snapdragon chipsets and the two Snapdragon 730Gs and all, but actually here Oppo have just given us a MediaTek processor that's not big enough for gaming or any hardcore activities. Now moving on, we are here at the gaming and heating test of the phone. I tried playing a game on this phone, Assault 9, on the phone continuously for 3 hours, and here I am checking the battery backup and as well as the heating on the phone. The battery backup pathetically fell by almost 70% with these 3 hours of gaming, and as you can see the heating on the phone is minimum. The temperature on the phone's back and front panel does not exceed 40 degrees Celsius, and that's pretty good. But we also have to compare with heavy performing games like Call of Duty and PUBG, because Assault 9 does not take up that much of processing power and RAM as the other heavy phone games. Now moving on, here is the question whether it's a good purchase or not. Poor features for a huge budget is not at all an attractive option. As our friend here had requested, I'll just compare this phone with the Samsung M31s, which is the nearest competitor, and having a lot of good options when compared with this Oppo phone. I think it will be much better to go for Samsung M31s rather than going for Oppo F1 7 Pro, just for the sleek looks, the design and the weightlessness. Starting on with the comparison with Samsung M31s, we can see that the display on Oppo F1 7 Pro is only a 6.43 inches, while that on Samsung is a much better display of 6.5 inches, even when both the display panels are Super AMOLED and have the same resolution and pixel density. The battery backup on Oppo F1 7 Pro is only 4000 mAh, while that on Samsung M31s is 6000 mAh battery, and that's really impressive. Oppo F17 Pro do come with 30-watt fast charging and can completely charge in less than 1 hour time, while Samsung comes with 25-watt fast charging and it completely charges a 6000 mAh battery in around 1.5 hours, and that's impressive. Both the phones have the same RAM size of 8GB and same internal storage size of 128GB. Now when it comes to the camera compartment, Oppo have only 48 megapixel main camera and 8 megapixel wide camera along with a 60 megapixel front camera, while Samsung M31s do have a 64 megapixel main camera, 16 megapixel ultra wide camera and 32 megapixel front selfie camera. So now I hope all of you have understood that instead of being confused by the sleek looks and designs and colors of Oppo F17 Pro, it's much more better to go for Samsung M31s because it's much more convenient for the budget. Before that, I will just suggest you to go through my video on some problems that Samsung M31s has before going for it. If you have any comments or doubts, you can mention them in comments section below. If you want reviews done on any phones, you can then mention in comments below and I will consider them for the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you. Bye and take care.